Hello, welcome to this month's issue of the HomeCook'n Newsletter. My name is Dan, and this is my wife, Kathy.
Hi.
And we're going to show you how to make something chocolatey and yummy. Is that right?
Yes, this is a cake that I've got from my Aunt Louise. And it's one of my kids' favorite cakes. It's very, very simple. But it hands down over my more complicated ones. This is the ones they want for their birthday. This is the one they want for their birthdays. So.
And her husband loves it too.
And her husband, yeah, that helps.
It's good. With a tall glass of milk.
So almost everybody in my family calls it something different. I call it Aunt Louise cake because my Aunt Louise made it up, and it's great memories from my youth. So you can call this cake whatever you want.
We have a tradition where we do cake night every Sunday. And whenever she makes this cake for cake night,
it's really just dessert night.
Everybody's happy. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to take a cake. I take a dark chocolate cake and just make it as directed. With the water, the oil, and the eggs.
So because we do this cake night every Sunday, we say, oh, it's cake night. So my son, Jackson, because he loves cake night so much, and every Sunday we're like, oh, it's cake night. At school, they were doing medieval days. And they asked him what kind of a night he wanted to be. And he said, oh, I know what kind of a night I want to be. I want to be a cake night. So.
Okay, if you know me, anytime I do a regular cake mix cake, I add about a cup of sour cream. Because it just makes it moist and it makes it, So I'm
creamy.
Of course going to do that. And that's it for the cake part. And we're just going to cook it as directed. Till we get that nice and mixed in. Okay, spray that pan for us.
Okay.
Make yourself useful.
All right. I can do that.
Show that you're more than just a pretty face.
Okay. He can cook, too. So you don't even have to look at your recipe for this one, huh? Just got it memorized, huh?
No, it's a very, very simple cake, but like I say, it's one of the family's favorites, so that's why I thought I'd share it with you.
Sometimes the simple things are the best, aren't they?
Yes.
Simple
things are always good.
My brother-in-law called the other day for my salmon recipe. He's like, how do you make that really good salmon? We took some to a family event recently, and they loved it. Everyone loved it. And so he wanted to make it at home. He was like, what was the recipe for that? I was like, butter and seasoning salt, but lots of it. Anyways, and yeah, so sometimes it's the simple things in life, isn't it, that are the best. So.
We'll meet you back here when it's out. It's ready. Let's grab the cake.
All right, sounds good. What do you guys think? You guys want to try this cake when it's ready?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, normally I would let this cool completely, but right now I'm just going to let it cool while I make the frosting. Cover it over.
Why do you want to let it cool? Just so it does it make a difference? So
when you poke holes in it, it's a little nicer.
I see.
Now, you can also, my sister does this with a lemon cake, and she does a little lemon zest to the frosting, and it's good.
That sounds like a neat twist.
I don't normally measure a lot of the frosting, just because it's just a very runny powdered sugar frosting, because we're going to drizzle it and let it seep into the cake. But it's probably about 4 cups of powdered sugar. Oh, where's my little whisk? And the milk. Oh,
I'll get it for you.
it's in the back fridge.
Okay, here's your milk, sweetie.
Thank you. Now, key ingredient, Mexican vanilla. I love the clear kind. It's so good. Now, we're just going to, a couple teaspoons of that. Just enough milk to make it a runny frosting. So I'm going to start with half a cup.
This is so cool to see the behind the scenes. Usually my view of this cake is like this.
Oopsie, I'm getting a little messy while I was watching you.
Uh-oh.
This powdered sugar is jumpy today.
There you go.
That's a good consistency right there. So half cup was perfect. Well, let's shake off the powdered sugar. Now my tool of choice is a straw. You could also use a big, not those skewers, a big skewer, if you have one, like the flat end, because you want a good, nice hole in there. Just poke holes.
This is how the goodness
seeps
in. Yeah.
The lemon one is very good. And I didn't want to try this on a photo shoot, but I think the next time I make it, I'm going to use coconut milk. I think that might be good.
That's a good idea.
I wasn't sure, though, so I just stuck with Old Faithful
If one of you try
for
that,
the photo shoot.
put a comment at the bottom of this webpage and let us know how it turns out. And if you have any other ideas, too, let us know. We love to read those.
How far down do you poke? All the way to the bottom? Or
All the way. Go all the way down.
Oh, good question.
You want this frosting goodness to just seep all the way through. There we go. Now, let's make sure all that powdered sugar gets in there. Now we're just going to drizzle it along the top and just watch it seep in. This is the fun part.
No, the fun part is watching it seep into my mouth.
Okay, you got me there.
This is not for the faint of heart, by the way. if you're intimidated by a little sugary flavor, then this is not for you.
This is good for once a week cake night. If you do your desserts once a week,
That's
it's all right to go for it. If not, maybe once a year on Valentine's Day. There you go.
Yeah, good thinking. Hey, that's coming up.
Oh, I can't believe you almost forgot. It's a good thing we're doing this photo shoot, or I would have gotten nothing. I wouldn't have gotten anything.
Barbara is all over it.
I
she's
know.
already
If it
taken
weren't for
Barbara.
she takes care of me. I just feel loved being Barbara. Okay, let's have a bite.
All right, let's do it. Got a couple forks here.
I'll grab a spatula.
Where'd you get this cool glass, by the way? Check this out. It's kind of like the jars we normally drink out of, the quart jars, but it's just the right drinking size. It's cool, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
We were watching Duck Dynasty the other day, and they were drinking out of quart jars. We got a kick out of that. Man, they're more modern than I thought. I guess that's one way to look at it. All right, let's try it, shall we? This is one that, see, look at it, it's like all yummy inside.
This one's
and
still going to be
moist.
kind of hot.
Yum!
It's always good.
So good. You guys want to try this?
Can't go too far wrong with it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. It's a simple chocolate lover's dream.